We begin at 5:30 with people in West Michigan being informed that they owe Social Security tens of thousands of dollars. Last month, we reported on a man who was told he owes $80,000 in overpayments to Social Security.
Well, now we've spoken to another couple who were told they owe close to $40,000. The Social Security Administration said that every situation is unique. 13 on your side, Jeremiah Brown joins us now with good news from the couple. Jeremiah.
Elena, there is a positive ending to the story, but it was a very stressful experience for Dan and Phyllis Calkins. They were told they had to pay back close to $40,000 because the SSA made a mistake back in 2018.
Calkins says these are supposed to be his golden years.
They want to take $37,000 from me because of their mistake, but they won't give me any information.
Since 2022, he and his wife Phyllis have been left with a feeling of insecurity after they received a phone call and a letter stating that a mistake made in 2018 caused Dan to be overpaid by Social Security and was expected to pay the money back.
There was another number involved, and she read off the numbers. She says, "Does this mean anything to you?" And we said, "No, we don't have any idea about it." And she said, "Well, your number got mixed in with this number, and it resulted in this overpayment since 2018. And they're going to be asking for this money back."
Phyllis says they were then told to appeal, and they filled out a waiver given to them by SSA, but since they did not file within 60 days, their reconsideration was dismissed. She was later told she needed to pay back $2,000 herself.
Most of this has happened mostly to retired people, that depend on that, like I did.
Dan says his benefits were also cut by $1,000. To make matters more complicated, he had also taken out a mortgage with his income from Social Security included, so that his daughter, who is physically unable to live on her own, would have a place to live.
I'd be perfectly willing to pay back money that we weren't supposed to get, but 4 years later and then saying, cutting the benefits, that's appropriate. But trying to get the money that people live on and survive on, that's the problem.
Knowing they are not the only ones experiencing this also added to their unease.
We weren't part of the error. We were ignorant of the whole thing. We're willing to do, what's necessary to do, but paying back all this money is very difficult.
After we interviewed Dan and Phyllis Calkins, they met with a member of the SSA and have been told their entire overpayment has been waived and they will not have to pay back anything. Now, if you receive a notice of an overpayment you disagree with, you can file an appeal and request that the SSA waive the overpayment. You can also contact your local SSA office. In the newsroom, I'm Jeremiah Brown, 13 on your side.